If you vote and you elect dishonest, incompetent people, and they get into office and screw everything up, well, you are responsible for what they have done. You caused the problem. You voted them in. You have no right to complain. I, on the other hand, who did not vote, who, in fact, did not even leave the house on election day, am in no way responsible for what these people have done and have every right to complain as loud as I want about the mess you created that I had nothing to do with.
We continue. Another reason why a Christian should not vote in governmental elections is the truth that this is Satan's world. You see, my friends, this is not God's world. If it were God's world, we wouldn't have the evils we have. It is Satan's world. Satan is ruling this world. He is the god of this age. He is the one who has deceived all people. We go on to say it is Satan, with the permission of God, of course, who places candidates into governmental office. If we were to vote, we might involve ourselves quite directly in Satan's system. Hosea chapter 8 and verse 4 gives us God's warning in this regard, and I quote, "They set up kings, but not by me."
And so there are people out there who say, well, why they let us, vote and everything? Because they got to keep the fraud going to make you think, man, that your tax dollars are really working, that you have some voice, that you are free. Remember, this is supposed to be the land of the free. You're a goddamn slave. But, in order to keep you up in, this game, the scheme here, to keep you as a hamster on the treadmill, man, they got to make you think that you got some power. You know what I'm saying? That you still got some civic game left in you. No. You're part of the charade. And people want to be part of the charade, man, because it's good entertainment. I ain't gonna lie. I like it during election time, man. I love that entertainment, man.
Americans, we love to vote, but we don't vote for presidents. We vote for things like American Idol. Because that's fun. Voting for presidents is not fun. Voting for American history, bang, she bang. That's what they should do for presidents, just put both guys on TV for 1 hour. Call it something catchy like, who's gonna run this bitch? You put them on TV for an hour, let them argue. 30 minutes into the special, you put an 800 number on the screen and say, cast your vote, right? You've reached the presidential hotline. For George Bush, press 3. John Kerry, press 4. Other options, press 5. You don't like either one? Press 5. Please hold. I knew you'd be back. That's right. You miss your daddy.
Finally, he talks about a Democratic prophecy. But that's where I think he's actually most wrong. Because the Democrats are never going to ride to the rescue. Even if President Obama loses and Romney takes us to another economic collapse and he takes us to another Middle Eastern war and all the things are horrible, the lesson that the Democratic Party will learn is, well, then we should be more like them. That's the lesson they always learn, because that's the lesson they get paid to learn, okay? So there is no Democratic answer. The only answer comes from the people, and it doesn't have to do with this election, whether Obama wins or not. It has to do with a revolution against the system, a political revolution, not one of force, against this against the system that has the Democrats and the Republicans taking money from the same people, from the richest people in the country. So I understand 90% of where Professor Unger is coming from. But in the end, this election is actually fairly irrelevant because that system marches on either way. We have to attack the heart of it. If you think President Obama is going to come to the rescue, you're 1,000,000% wrong.
Then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world, a decent world, that will give men a chance to work, that will give youth a future and old age a security. By the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill that promise. They never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite!